live, baby. We live. I can't hear you.
What up, you guys? I'm Nay, aka Beautiful Miss Nay. This is my beautiful co-host Chevy.
Hey, y'all. I'm Chevy, aka Simply Fucking Gorgeous. And we're here today for episode 3.
This is the Millennium Hot Girl series where we talk all things. We talk all things. Last week, we touched on goals. The week before, we kicked it off with a New Year episode. And today, we are talking about relationships. Not only relationships, the episode is called For the Love of Money. So, before we hop into this episode, there's something a little different. I was having some technical difficulties before the show. So we just rolling with it. We just going with it. But how you doing today, Chevy? Let's start there.
Whew. I'm doing good. It's been a long weekend. Had to work yesterday, which is very abnormal, but I'm doing good. Just glad to be here another day to be giving y'all episode 3. We 3 weeks in. We going strong. We haven't given up, so I'm doing good. How you feeling, girl?
Girl, feeling a little. I'm feeling great, actually. I had my coffee, because earlier when I talked to you, I was kind of tired. But I'm feeling great. Kind of feeling some type of way about my setup here. But you can hear me great. You can hear me good.
I can hear you good. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you perfect.
Okay,
Perfect.
good.
So today we are talking about For the Love or Money. But first off, let's touch on right now, Chevy. Are you? What's your status?
I'm single as fuck.
I know that's right.
I'm single.
Okay.
What about you?
Girl, I am single. Like single. Nobody should feel no type of way about anything I say on this live. So
And if they do, then that's just too
that's
bad.
that's your business. You know what I'm saying? But being single right now, I feel like it's teaching me a lot. I know on the first episode that we did, and don't mind, I got my vision board back there that we did from last week's episode. So if you haven't seen last week's episode, go back and watch it. But I know on the first episode we touched on dating. We
Mm-hmm.
touched a little bit on dating, especially now being in your 30s almost. Um, I felt like, okay, so after that episode, let me just say I had somebody come to me and say, like, oh, I didn't know you were so boop ba doop ba doop, whoop whoop. You know? Pretty
How did
much
they think you
like
were?
pretty much like I don't know if he wanted to say materialistic or
Material girl.
I want Chanel boots and
Material girl. It's
but
always
yeah,
a song, but okay.
we gonna reference it every time, okay? Reference it every time. But what I do remember saying is, if you cannot take me on a date, then we don't need to be dating.
Why
Period.
is that? Because I know a lot of people who just rather just chill. I could chill at home by myself.
Well, honestly, okay, we're in different times right now. It is COVID, okay? It is COVID. So, um, I want to go on a date because I want to know that you took the time out to plan something with me. I'm not no basic person where you just say, okay, let me just bring her to the house and do some shit. No, at this
Make some
point,
Alfredo.
yeah, like that's cool, like for the second or third date. But how do you know I'm even comfortable enough to come to your house? You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to be put in a position like I don't really know you like that. You could be a murderer. You could be a serial killer, and I know that at least I want to get to know you at first. So, like I said before, it doesn't have to be anything super duper extravagant, but
Right.
I would like to go somewhere, do something. Now, don't take me to McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? Don't take me to Chipotle, you know.
They are a
But
little expensive though.
but then, I'm kind of contradicting myself because when we say for the love or money, okay? We
Mhm.
say for the love or money. And if I say you got to be able to take me out on a date, that's assuming that you gonna have some money.
Right.
Okay, but before we hop into that, what's your thoughts on for the love or money?
My thoughts, 29, about to be 30. I've done a lot of things for love now. Here I
Hmm.
am still single. I'm a two-time divorcee. So maybe I need to do things a little different and probably do something for no, hold on. And probably
For the
not do something for no
2022, we
money.
no, girl, I just got this
Girl, what
pocket
happened?
shirt. This
But
coffee sweat is sweating. It's okay. Just
oh.
dry for a minute.
But no, I usually do like everything out of love, and I've never been like a material girl or anything like that. I always be like, oh no, it's cool. Like money was never you know, a thing for me, but I see more and more relationships and stuff like that. And these niggas have money, like they cater to these women and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, maybe I need to not be a little less, settling. He'd be like, oh, if you don't got it, it's cool. No, it's not cool because I like to eat. I'm hungry. I like to travel. I want to go places. Like, I don't
So
know. I ain't saying I'm a gold digger, but I ain't trying
I
to
ain't
mess with
messing
no
with no
broke
broke
nigga.
nigga. Okay. Okay, so the reason why I said I'm kind of like contradicting myself is because I feel like myself, I'm an entrepreneur, right? I do
Hmm.
still have a regular 9 to 5. I think that it's about mindset, but then it's like I still want to go on a date, but where you could be like, okay, I could appreciate somebody to come to me and say, look, I like you. I'm in the point right now where I'm trying to do this and that with my life. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to work on this. Like, what are you doing with yourself? Don't just not take me out on a date and then you not doing shit. You know?
Right.
Like, what do you have going on with yourself? You might be trying to save for this. You might be trying to do this. And I could appreciate somebody coming to me and just telling me straight up instead of just
Hmm.
having me thinking like,
They don't give a fuck.
you don't give a fuck. You think I'm just some cheap little piece of thing that you could just
Right. Yeah, I'm
talk
finna drop
to me in
off
the street.
these. Yeah, I'm finna drop off 3 soft tacos. I was thinking about you. Here, no.
Oh, these these new hold on, I gotta make sure I cover this. These new Taco Bell wings. Let me go ahead and drop some of these Taco Bell wings off to you at.
Now that I would take. I love me some chicken, but don't come over here with no 5 piece. I need more than that.
Let me tell you, when it comes to food, especially when I was in Georgia, I used to
Hmm.
love going to American Deli, getting some what is it, 10 piece with the Philly?
Combo. Oh no, see, I don't really care for Phillies like that.
No, the
But
chicken Philly. But aside from that, so I feel like you have to have some money.
yeah, I'm not saying you got to be on the Forbes list or anything like that, but um,
We'll take you if you are.
yeah,
We appreciate
gladly, gladly, we sure will. But just come prepared. Like I said, I like to eat.
Well, we
If
about
you
to
ask
do
me what I
that.
want to do, I want to go get some food. I want to eat, and I got expensive taste. Like I like crab legs and stuff like that. So
Okay.
you know
Now,
what they say: way to a woman's heart is through food.
yeah, so honestly, I can't, and it sucks because now being in my late 20s, going into my 30s, I'm trying to still figure out what it is that I want and what it is that I'm going to accept when it comes to relationships. Now,
Hmm.
that's another thing. If you don't know what you want,
You don't need to be trying to be in a relationship.
exactly. And that goes to okay, this takes me to a question that just popped up in my mind.
Okay.
Do you feel like people should really be in relationships in their 20s?
Yeah. I just feel like a lot of bullshit is gonna go on. So I feel like in order to get the perfect relationship, the best relationship, unless you're just one of the people who was lucky to start dating somebody at 7 and then y'all fucking get married at 21 and then you're like 35 and y'all still together. Cool for you. But I feel like a lot of people, you have to go through stuff. So you need the experience from bad relationships, shitty men or females, to appreciate like what a good relationship is. For me, it would be a red flag. I'm 29, or somebody be like, "Oh, I never been with a girl before." That's a dead giveaway. Cause no, you're not gonna play with me. So I feel like date, keep dating until you find the right person. You could be in your 20s, your 30s, but I definitely say you need experience because you'll figure out like what it is that you want out of from your significant other, what you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate. Um, so yeah, date young, get that shit out the way. So when you get my age, hopefully you can find the one.
I feel like I agree with you. Like dating in your 20s, I feel like it prepares you like to know like what you want when you get older. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
great if you find somebody and you guys make it work and you guys can work together work together through life, you know? But I feel like your 20s, like those little relationships are meant to be like fuck ups for you to just
Yeah.
learn what you gonna tolerate, what you're not gonna tolerate, like what type of person you want, the things that you value. I know back then, it wasn't a problem for me if I was dating somebody and they smoked cigarettes because I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't thinking that far into it. Now being with somebody who does smoke cigarettes, it's kind of like
Yeah.
that's
What are
a
you
no for
doing,
me.
bro?
Like as soon as I see you pull out a cigarette, I just know like it's not gonna work because
As
I
soon
don't
as I see
know.
this,
Okay, pulling out that pack.
we done.
But yeah, so little things like that for me, like sometimes you think like, oh, it's not going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. The
Mm-hmm.
way you think about your future, like now dating, it's kind of like, well, what do you want to do with yourself? Like
Mm-hmm.
where are you going? What you finna do? But if you tell
He's like
me,
somebody, mama.
but if you tell me, oh, I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out. That's a red flag. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be okay with that. Let me see if I know it's downstairs. I was like, I got something that could use as a red flag too. You need to put one of them things up on the screen that just shows like a red flag.
No, we going get some little things going. But yeah, that's a red flag for me. So I feel like, yeah, dating in your 20s, it prepares you for what you want and
Mm-hmm.
what you're not going to deal with. So you actually have been married twice.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay, girl.
Yeah, I
It's
have.
okay. So if you can,
Trial
so
and error, trial and errors. I didn't know then, but I know now.
okay, and that's okay. Okay, so we have somebody chiming in. Let's see. Can you see on the screen? What's more
Yeah.
important, finding the right person or finding the right situation? Hmm.
Well, what situation are we talking about? Because you could be the right person. For instance, you could be homeless, um,
First of
no
all,
car.
homeless like what? Like homeless like you don't have a home of your own, or homeless like you on the streets in your car? Because
Both of them. You ain't got a place to call home. So you, but listen, you could,
okay,
okay. So say for instance, if you're taking a walk in a park, you're in a grocery store, you're doing something, you meet somebody like, oh, hi, excuse me, yada, yada. Just randomly meet them. You guys have like, a really good conversation. Like, oh, you seem like a good guy. Okay, not living in a hotel or in a cardboard box. Okay, say if you're like jumping from house to house, like in between homes and shit like that. Not
cardboard
tent cities.
box. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so everything's good. You exchange numbers. You feel like, okay, well, this seems like a really good person. Then he say, well, I have to tell you something. Like, I don't have my own house. Like, I'm in between homes right now. I'm in a situation. Okay, well, holla at me when you get yourself together because I'm not gonna be like, oh, you want to come stay at my place because that's not happening. Um, so I feel like it has to be the right person Now, if you with this person and like shit hit the fan, like something just tragic happens, and like they're put in a bad situation, of course I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, well I gotta end things now till you get back on your feet. No, as you know, the person I am, I'm gonna be there for you, but I'm just not hopping into no bad situation. You got to be the right place, the right time, right person, right situation for me.
Okay, okay. So for me, I agree with you as far as it being the right person. It has to be the right person because even if it's the right situation, what if you guys aren't compatible? Like, what
Mm-hmm.
if you guys don't get along? What if, the values that they have don't line up with the values that you have? So it could be the
Right.
perfect situation for your life. Let's say that person has a house, that person has a
That
good
person got everything
job.
that you want, but they do crack. They got the house, they got the car, they got the money, they got everything, but they got a drug problem.
They got an addiction. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, hold on. We got another comment. Let's see. He said, if Mr. Right doesn't have his life together versus you're kind of happy with someone that's qualified. This is what I think. Mr. Right doesn't have his life together. But what makes him Mr. Right though? Like, is it because of
What he could do, how he make you
yeah,
feel.
because you guys could have all these thoughts about, you know, what could happen. He could have plans for the future, and you guys might not both be where you want to be at, but later on in life, you'll get there. So
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like happy with someone that's qualified. I just feel like that's kind of like settling. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying because, like, okay, well, this person, they have this, they have this, they have that. I mean, he do make me happy, kind of happy. So,
For me
I don't know.
to be, and this is the ideal situation for me. You got to check off these things. People say sex is not. Hold on, let me not say
It
the
is.
first thing. Let me not say the first
It's
thing.
not the most important thing, but it's definitely up there.
It's important. It's not the most important, but it's important. So you have to be able to fulfill the needs sexually. You have to be able to
Mm-hmm.
fulfill the needs emotionally and be able to want to compromise with me as far as like compromise as far as what I need. So if
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you I need this, I need that, and you just like, nah, I can't do this, I can't do that. Like I can't you're not willing to compromise. So
So I can't do this.
that's it.
Yeah. But that was some good questions.
Yeah, that
Thanks
was
for, chiming in. We need some more people.
okay, yeah, but it's okay. We'll get there. But I definitely feel like now, dating, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what the hell this is. These little comments or who the hell this is because they was on our thing last time. I guess it's people spamming stuff. I don't know.
Love face.
But
Spam my cash app. No, I'm kidding.
okay, cash at me. But okay, yeah, that was good. But I feel like going into my 30s, dating now, like okay, so here, what are you what do you feel like you're looking for now, or what do you feel like is important now for you? That well, that's kind of like the same thing, but what do you feel like it
What I feel like what's important now versus something I
first?
didn't think about like
Yeah,
back then. Um, Stability. At first I didn't really care about it. But now I do. We're getting older. I don't want somebody who's just like, fuck this job, I'm finna quit. It's cool. I'll find another one. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
but you know what? And it sucks to say, and it may make me sound like a unstable creature, unstable person, but when it comes to these jobs, I don't give a fuck about them. Only because I know that my purpose is to be my own boss.
Mm-hmm.
My purpose is to have my own. So really, these jobs are really just to fund what I'm trying to build. So when it comes to a
Yeah,
job, I can get one.
a job
So
is just a job.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
job is just a job. Like ultimately, I'm working for myself. I know it's gonna happen. I don't know how it's gonna happen or when it's going, pop off. But I'm the type of person where you might be talking to me, and I might sound like somebody you don't want to date because I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck about this job. Like, I just,
Hmm.
I'm coming here, but you don't really know what my end goal is.
Yeah. Well, let me elaborate on that. You
Okay.
know how it's people who's just like, oh, I'll find a way to get by, or or I could just get unemployment, food stamps, what the PPP shit like that. I don't want that. I want like some stability, knowing that you can work for money, not somebody who's like, man, I'm finna quit this job, like I'm finna live off faith, not sight. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Don't do that.
I'm waiting for them to send this last stimulus check. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get
Okay.
this. I'm trying to get this stimulus.
Yeah, baby, when I get my little stimmy, don't worry. Like, I'm gonna take you out. You just gotta wait till I get some money. Like, right now, I can't. Mm-mm. And I can't either. So, but definitely stability. One that I always look for, never really got, was loyalty. Um, that's all I really asked for. Like, just be loyal and honest, because I'm a straightforward person. Like I said before in the other videos, I'll tell people what it is, tell them what it ain't. You'll never have to like question like my loyalty, my integrity, or anything. But people just don't know how to be honest. Like, lie about eating everything. Did you take the chicken out? Yeah. I get home from work, chicken is frozen in the freezer. Well,
That's
why
why
did
there's
you
some shit
lie?
you
Like,
lie
you
to
lie
your
about
parents about.
anything. Right. So now you lie about anything.
You know what? And I
Um,
think guys have a problem with that. Like lying, period. Like, oh my gosh. I feel like I'm the most understanding person. I feel like I'm the most understanding person. And if you just tell me the truth, it's up to me to be able to, you know, accept it or not. Like, reality is reality, and we all grown at the end of the day. So
mm-hmm.
I hate for, why do I keep doing that? I hate for somebody to lie and I catch you in a lie, or some shit just goes bad.
Mm-hmm. Because when 2 + 2 = 5, and the math ain't mathing, now I'll never trust you. And I don't want to have to feel insecure or feel like I have to question everything that you say or do because you're being
Exactly.
like
And I always say,
dishonest.
I'm going to trust you until you give me a reason not to. And a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
say, like, okay, no, they have to earn my trust. Like, I'm going to trust you to a certain extent until you give me a reason not to. Therefore, I'm
Right.
going to be like, oh, you must be with this bitch or that bitch. You must be with this. You must be with that. Like, I'm not going to, you know, question that unless you give me a reason to. Like
Mm-hmm.
I always say, and I was actually, well, just hold on for a second. Hold on.
Hold on.
Um, shit.
You just gotta hold on a little longer, sister girl.
Yeah, if you give me a reason not to trust you, I'm not going to trust you, and it just fucks up the whole situation. Like, how do you feel like somebody can earn your trust back after somebody has after you caught somebody in a lie, after the bullshit or whatever has took place? What do you feel like a person needs
I
to do to be able to get that trust back?
don't know. I can't, because I'm not the type of person like, well, give me your phone, give me all your passwords and stuff. So like randomly, I'm not doing that, because if I got to do that, then I don't need to be with you. I just
Exactly.
feel like fucking counseling, therapy, or something. It depends. Like, if you just my boyfriend, like if we're dating like a short period of time, I'm just gonna throw the towel in. But if we're together for a long period of time, or like we're married or something, we're gonna have to go to like counseling or something. Try to see where the fuck the connection was lost at, or why you can't get right. And
Right.
just, I don't know, just build it up. I don't know how the fuck you do it. Shit.
It's
I'm
kind
a
of
very,
hard,
I'm a very forgiving person. So
and that's the
like,
thing.
I
That's the
gotta
thing.
actually see and feel that you are like wholehearted, genuinely like sorry, or making a change. Like, if you still be like, oh, my bad, but still doing the same shit you doing, no. But if it's like, oh, my bad, I really want this to work. What do I have to do? Like, I want to get my trust back. And if you actually mean it, then I'm not be like, okay, you got it. No, we're gonna have to work at it, but that's something that I'll be, willing to do. But
Well, it's hard for me because I'm a forgiving person also, but now I will always say like I'm ready to drop you like I ain't never met you. Like we ain't never seen each other ever. Like you don't even
hmm
exist, Like that's it,
ooh,
you know?
prime
And
example. Oh, keep going. I
no, no,
have a
no.
story for that.
Story on.
I'm not gonna say his name, but you know who. Let's
Okay.
just say Detroit.
Okay.
Okay, so you know how I was at first, like everything was real cool. Then I
Mm,
start seeing all these red flags and a lie. I try to brush it off, like okay. Then it was just all this shit. Found out what I found out. And instantly I was just like, okay, well, damn, like, we really had a good connection. I had feelings for this guy. He started saying, oh, I'm sorry. Let's try to make it work. And me being me, I was like, okay. I was apprehensive about it. I was still giving him like the cold shoulder because I'm not just like, okay, yeah, I'm happy again. Like, let's do it. No, like you fucked up and you need to know that you fucked up. I'm still here, but you fucked up. So,
right.
yeah, so I tried to give that a second chance, but the shit still wasn't adding up. He did that weird shit again. And I was just like, yeah, no, like nothing is changing. You still have the same behavior. Like you sound like a broken record at this point. Like you're not doing anything to show me like this is what you want, um, or anything like that. So now you just playing, you wasting my time and you playing with me. And now you insulting my intelligence because you think you fucking slick. So yeah, I had to cut that off and yeah, I've been good since. But that just goes to show like I give tries. Um, I'll give you one try, but that's it. It's not gonna be like, oh, give me a second chance, third chance. Boy, fuck you. Try again with somebody else.
Boy, fuck you. Um, and I think that's the thing. You think about these connections and you think about your past relationships, you think about the shit that you've
Yeah.
been through, you think about how this person is better than your ex. And you just comparing them to, you comparing them to how they better than your ex, but are they really like meeting the standards that you require? Like, and you only know that if you know your worth. So you have to
Mm-hmm.
fully know your worth to know that, okay, this person is going to, fully fulfill everything that it is that I need to be fulfilled, not because they're better than my ex or they do this or they open the door or they give me flowers
Yeah.
or whatever. So, yeah, as far as second chances, I'm not going to say I don't give second chances, but it just I have to really, I have to know what's already kind of been invested in as far as the
Mm-hmm.
relationship. And I have to know like how big was the issue? Like it was an issue, but how big was the issue? And that's the problem. That's probably the problem right there. Like that's the problem. It ain't no
Now
big
if
or little
yeah.
issue. Like it's the issue.
Yeah.
But nobody's
Cause
perfect at the end of the day. But if I caught you, laid up with five bitches, and I just keep catching you with bitches, or a bitch
keep
that
catching. First of all, you got one time to lay up with
yeah
somebody.
one no, that's what I mean. If I decided to forgive you for some shit like that, and then you just keep on, keep on. Mm-mm. Or
Yeah.
I found out you had a girlfriend, and you said that you didn't. Stuff like that is just kind of like, okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how would, and you have to kind of think, like, how would the situation be if it was us?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be talking to another woman telling her that you don't have a girlfriend?
Hmm.
Are you going to be trying to build a whole nother situation? That's where the trust is broken right there, because I'm going to think
Yeah.
about, all this time we invested in each other. And then for you to all of a sudden, for me to find out that you have a girlfriend. And then if we continue, it's going to be like,
Preach
you
on,
might be
sister.
doing this with somebody else. You might be baiting another girl in.
Mm-hmm. Because if you're doing it to me, ain't no telling how many other people you're doing it to.
Exactly.
I just can't be
Okay.
no fool. I love to love, but I'm not about to be no fool in love. I might be stupid in some, some situations. Like I may not know how to do math all the way, but I
This
might be
is
stupid when it comes to stuff like
stupid.
that. But I'm not gonna be no fool in love. You
Yeah.
never have me looking crazy out here.
And I think that's the difference between dating in your 30s. Like, we too old to be out here looking stupid over these niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at the end of the day, you know, if we see similar things that we've seen before, it's kind of just like, gotta let it go. But okay, that was good.
Sorry,
You're fine.
somebody was peeking through the door.
You're fine, girl.
Goddamn kids,
Girl, I had to tell my son, like, look,
stay in your room. I got to bribe her with some cookies and cream Hershey candy or something.
you trying to keep a smile, like, I'm gonna
Get
be
your ass out.
okay. So, another thing I kind of wanted to touch on is, what do you feel like with you being a single mother? Um,
Mm-hmm.
what do you feel like your expectations are when you meet a guy and you guys are dating, as far as with your child?
So first of all, I don't like to just like jump the gun and be like, "Hey, my name is Shavaria. My favorite color is pink. Favorite number is 5. Do you have kids? Like I have a kid. Like you're ready to settle down. Like you want to get married." I'm not doing that. But I need to know that first of all, you like kids because there's a lot of people who don't like kids, don't want to be, involved with kids. I'm not the type to bring like my daughter around like people that I meet. Like you got to wait a long time for that. If I feel like it's serious enough. But make sure we're on the same page because it's not just me no more. I'm living for me and my child. So we're kind of like a package deal. I'm not saying that you have to be her dad because she has a dad, but if you're in, our life, you'll be that figure. And if that's like something that you a task that you're willing to take on, then yeah, but there's a lot of people like, oh yeah, no. A lot of people don't like dating women with kids. They don't want to have to
Well,
deal with the hassle and shit like that. So just know that like, I'm not gonna say I come with baggage, but it's not just me. You'll have to like be understanding that like, oh, I can't do this, my child comes first. I can't go there. I don't have a babysitter for this. Um she's always going to come first. So
so
they just have to be understanding of that.
with that being the case, why do, and I'll answer the same questions too, but why do you feel like it's not important for them to know? I know at the beginning you said, okay, I'm not going to go through what's your favorite color, do you have kids, do you know kids? Like, why do you feel like that's not important, especially, with you being a single mom and pretty much your life revolves around,
Mm-hmm.
you and and Kennedy, baby
Mm-hmm.
K.
Okay, way. But I don't know, you kind of got me there.
Well,
I'm not gonna say go ahead.
no, if you want to answer, go ahead, but I'll just fill in if you need me to.
No, you go.
I just kind of feel like when I am dating somebody, um, I want to know everything from the jump. Do you want kids? Do you have kids? You know, if you already talking bad to me about your baby mama, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
If you have kids, um, but I want to know all these things because now at our age, I feel like, you have to date with intentions, unless I'm just fucking you, like, if I plan on dating you, I need to know, like, what's going on. It's like, what are
Mm-hmm.
we, what are your thoughts on these things? Because I do have a son, and it's not like I expect, for a man to come in and be my son's father, but at the same time, I feel like you need to understand that you're going to be setting an example for a young man, that
Mm-hmm.
you potentially could be around a lot. So I don't expect you to be his dad, but at the same time, I expect you to know, like you said, package deal. So you have to know that you're going to be around us all the time. You're going to be around him all the time. So I'm looking for somebody who is not just, um, doing bullshit all day, not doing
Mhm.
shit with their life, like willing to actually build a relationship with him, because if we plan on doing this for long term, then we gonna all be together.
Family. Mhm.
And I used to always say, like, okay, I'm not gonna let my son meet anybody. Like, he's never met anybody. He's never seen me with anybody other than his dad. But I do feel like it's important for me to see how the interaction is gonna be between whoever the person is that I'm talking to. Even if I say, oh, this is just my friend. This is just this, not necessarily, oh, this is my boyfriend. This is,
Yeah.
you know. But I feel like it's important because not because I just want to see, like, if I see that you shut the fuck up, sit down. Mm-mm. First of all, you're not going to be talking
Yeah.
like that.
Shut the.
Like,
Yeah, I'm
who?
popping you right definitely in your mouth. You're not gonna be talking to my child like that. Only I talk to my child like that.
Yeah, so I get what you mean though. Like, but I feel like it's important now, especially unless you have no intentions on it going long term. And it's
Mhm.
okay to have those relationships too, but I feel like you should be like, look, what you want to do? What you want to do?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how it was with Detroit. It was like a year and he hadn't met Kennedy yet. Like he'll see her like on, if we on FaceTime and she hops in the phone or something, blah, all right, Kennedy, get out of grown folk business.
Mhm.
Um, but he has a child of his own, so I see how he interacts with his child and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, he's a good father. Okay, it might be something good. And actually, that last trip before it went bad, he was gonna meet her, but everything happened for a reason. Um, but yeah, I do need to know that like you'll be a good figure. Make sure you're not on no bullshit. Um, but yeah, I'm just not. Some people be like date one, after day one, next day on date two. Oh yeah, this my child right here. This my son. Like,
Yeah, I don't agree
yeah,
with that
no, I have
either,
to
but
wait a while just to fill you out, make sure, you good. Cause everything at first really be good. And I don't want like to involve my child and she like gets connected or attached to so and so and then it don't work. Then like, oh, where's so and so? Or oh, I miss so and so. I want to see so and so. Like, oh, so and so ain't there no more. Don't ever speak on him again. Like, I just wanted to be something like something like if it ever get to that point and I introduce her to someone, then it's like a permanent position, not just like these temporary niggas.
okay.
Everything be sounding good at first, so you gotta.
It do. Like, everything is great because everybody puts their best foot forward when it's time to start a relationship. Everybody's perfect. Everybody's healed. Everybody knows themselves. They know what they want. They know this, they know that. And I can honestly say, like, I probably come off as that sometimes, but I feel like I'm learning,
Mm-hmm.
as I learn to like get more comfortable with myself and get more comfortable in like who I am, that just helps me know like what I want from somebody else.
Yeah.
So
So, what do you want? I know you said before that you're not looking, but what do you look for if you were looking? What would you want
I'm
out
not
of a?
looking, but if something comes along, um, I think I don't I couldn't be with nobody, and it's crazy because I was just having a conversation with this guy like a couple of days ago, and I was telling him because I'm planning to move this year, and he was just like, oh, you're gonna have to let all this little, businesses and stuff you got going on like go while you once you do finally have full responsibilities of your own household or whatever, and you're gonna have to
That's a
focus.
red flag. Let him go.
Oh, he wasn't an option. He was just
Oh.
he was just a friend. But at the end of the day, it's just kind of like you got to have the same like vision, as far as not the same vision as me, but as far as like me having my own, because I think it's very important for me to have my own business, like have my own,
Mhm.
be my own boss. And I feel like if you don't support that, like if you're somebody who um is a slave to these jobs and you trying to put that energy off on me, I can't be with you. Because realistically, like somebody like that don't have the the courage to even step out and do some shit on their own. You know, they just feel like they have to be here, have to be there. Like I couldn't be with nobody like that. So if you tell me, oh yeah, I've been working at Popeyes for 10 years, they about to make me general manager. I'm not interested. I'm not interested.
Something
Also,
cooking.
you cannot be bashing your exes. I feel like that's a red flag for me
Mm-hmm.
because, and even though shit went bad, and as you get comfortable with somebody, I know you'll probably open up, but initially, I always say when people ask me like, "Oh, what happened with your last relationship?" Oh, you know what? It just didn't work out. You know, we're fine. We're co-parenting. We're doing what we need to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's all you gotta say.
that's it. But if you like, oh, that bitch, she this, she that, she this, she that, da, 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 da,
Cause damn, what you gonna say about me if shit hit the fan? Like, mm-mm. And if you
that,
telling me this, you just gonna
that's
tell
just some bitch
everybody.
ass shit. That's some bitch ass shit right there. Like I just
Yeah,
feel like I'm not gonna sit here and entertain you while you talk about your ex.
yeah. That's why sometimes, like, if people ask, like, "Oh, what happened with that or that?" Like, just didn't work out. We ran our course.
So
Yeah,
we
because
have
I
a
feel like it's not really nobody's business.
beautiful Brittany. Hey,
Hey, girl. I think I
I
know who
don't know
this
who it
is. I
is.
can't see your pic. I think it's Oh, is it Brittany Banks? If it's not, then hey, Brittany. It's
Yeah,
so many Britneys.
I know, but
Beautiful Brittany. Oh no.
who
Thank you,
are you?
girl.
Reveal
Right,
yourself.
reveal
No, I'm just kidding.
yourself.
But thank you. We appreciate it. I always get that all the time. Like, I look so young. People don't believe I'm about to be 30. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, I
girl.
love when I be getting carded. I be like, how old you think? They're like, ma'am, I need to see your ID. Me? How old you think I look?
Okay,
Like
we out here
22, 23. Thanks,
living,
girl.
thriving.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so another thing as far as for me in dating, I just now this goes back to what I said. I know I said I need to have somebody. You have to be able to support what I'm doing, but
Mm-hmm.
also you don't have to necessarily be an entrepreneur yourself, even though I would like one. I would like to be with because I feel like entrepreneurs just have a different type of inside them.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as you just doing something with your life that makes you happy. Like I can't deal with somebody who's complaining about their job all the time. Like, well, do something about it then.
Yeah, I don't need that negative energy. Like, if it sucks that bad, like, you're not gonna drain me before I gotta go into work.
Right. But that's really important for me. And if you have kids, that you take care of your kids.
I
Um,
cannot stress this enough. If you don't take care of your kids, I don't want nothing to do with you. Like, that's some foul, low down trap. Like, that's it's that's a deal breaker, a dead giveaway for me. Yeah, I got a
but,
kid, but fuck them.
but you know
What?
what? Like I prefer to date, and I know it's hard to find at our age, but I don't want to deal because I know how the baby mama thing could go, especially if the baby is under two. Like, no,
Tell me about it.
like, I don't, I'd rather just date somebody who doesn't have kids, and that's hard to find, especially now, um, being our
Yeah.
age. You know, most people have kids, and you can't say, oh, I want to just date people who don't have kids because then it's going to put you in like a real slim category. You know, you're going to be
Mm-hmm.
passing up good people because not all people who are in relationships who have been in relationships and had kids, it doesn't mean that the guy always had to be toxic or
Yeah.
but it's like
Me personally, I prefer to date people with kids. Something about it, because especially if they take care of their kids, they're involved with their kids' life, it's kind of like a sigh of relief. Like, okay, like it may not work with the child's mother or whatever, but at least I know that they're taking care. They know how it is. They know how it is to have a child, and they're taking care of their child, and they're involved.
mhm.
Yeah, I don't know. I just prefer
So
I'm with them.
how do you know if somebody's really taking care of their kids though? Because I've met people who try to act like, oh, she just won't let me see my kids, you know,
Man,
shit.
you know, because if you, I want to see my son. Now you're doing too much. Like now it's you the reason why you're not seeing your son. I want to see my son, Yvette. But especially like even if one thing I can say about Detroit, like the son lived with his ex, but he always had him, always doing stuff, always involved. Like every time I talk to him, oh yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm going here, I'm picking this up. You could just tell when people are involved and not just saying it, not like, yeah, I got a child. My baby mom won't let me see him. Like it's been like 7 months. What are you doing about it? I mean, I asked. Okay, so what are you doing about it? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's one thing. Like, can I see my son today? Well, she told me no. Okay, well, keep asking. Like, go to court. Try to be in your child's life. Like, do something. But
If it's all that, like, I don't even want to be involved. Like, you got
yeah,
too much. It's already too much baggage for me.
no. Look,
It's a
yeah,
no.
that's too much. Like, luckily, I've never had to deal with somebody who was in a situation with like, you can't see your son. Well, if you with that bitch, you can't see your son. Um,
I feel like not only is that just a red flag altogether because you could be just a deadbeat. She could be a bitter baby mama, or
mm-hmm.
I feel like if she's a bitter baby mama, then there's a reason why she's like that. Like, there's a reason why she's acting like that because as a fellow baby mama myself, unfortunately, sometimes this
B-Y-N-A.
goes out to all my baby mamas. But I feel like, especially if you still have feelings attached to, your child's parent, I feel like they kind of take advantage of that. So they could be leading you on saying all this, and then all of a sudden, there's another woman in the picture or whatever. But um I feel like also if the child's mother is saying that you cannot see the child, it's something that you're doing. Like, it's something
Mm-hmm.
about you and your personality, or something that is not allowing you. So that's a red flag altogether. That's a red flag
Yeah,
altogether. That that's a red
because I
flag
would
altogether.
never let Kenny do that. Oh, can I come out there and see Kid? Just let me know the days I'll have her bag packed. You tell me what
Yeah,
works for you, okay?
yeah. See, and the only thing, like, for me, I'm not gonna lie, I used to be that bitter. Oh, you ain't finna. But I think it's a more of a respect thing for me. Like, if you're
Mm-hmm.
disrespecting me and feel like you have some type of obligation, then pump your brakes, homie.
Yeah.
Pump your brakes, homie. Like, you're not about to do none of that. None of that. So I used to be like that, but now it's kind of like, whatever. Please get them. Please get them.
Mm-hmm.
But okay. So what's some more red flags for you? Like, when you meet somebody, what's an automatic red flag? Like,
Asking, I hate that this ever happened to me. Asking for money or to pay a bill.
oh, for somebody else to ask you?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's enough.
Mm-mm.
Like, that is that. Let me tell you a situation that happened recently. Okay, um, so I have my African friend.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, I remember I called him for something. I called him because I had a dance class up there. I was like, oh, I have a dance class up there. He lives by the studio, so I'm like, can I come over there? I was coming straight from work. Let me come change or whatever. He was like, all right. Tell me why this nigga said, oh, what bank account you got? What? For what? Oh, I need somebody to send me $20,000. What? First of all,
Hold on.
I'm never speaking to you again because don't ask me shit.
What made you so comfortable and led you to believe that? First of all, I just have $20,000 to give you.
No, he
Is
wanted
this a
to.
scam to
I
help
don't.
your people back home? Like
It had to be a scam. It had to be a scam, and I just said, and it just annoys me for people to ask me for anything. Like, don't ask me for shit.
$20,000. That's a bit extreme. He could have said $20. You got to start off small. $20,000. You knew damn well you wasn't getting my information.
Hold on, we have a question. Would you deal with a whack baby mama for Mr. Right? What do you
When you say
mean?
whack, like
Yeah,
what
like,
exactly do you mean? Like one who wants to pop up and fight, one who refused to let you see their child. Um, if I can't have you, nobody can. Them type, or
If I can't have you, nobody will. Let me
because at
tell
that
you,
point, you
I'm
got
not
it.
dealing. I feel like when it comes to baby mamas, you need to handle that. As the man, you need to be the leader. You need to be the person to come in and say, you don't even have to deal with her. I shouldn't even have to deal with her. You handle that situation. She shouldn't be saying nothing to me. Like, I don't want it to have to be like that, because if I'm around your child, I want us to be able to interact. But if you on some bullshit every time I see you, if you're trying to fight me, if you're trying to do this, I feel like it's your job to move her, tell
Handle
her
that, yeah.
you not finna say nothing to her, or this don't have nothing to do with her.
Because I walk you like a dog, and you really ain't gonna see your child. So
Okay, it's gonna be a whole big old situation for everybody. For everybody.
okay,
And that's the thing too. Like, I don't get women who and honestly, I guess you have to grow up and get a little more mature to understand.
look
But
at the bigger picture.
yeah, look at the
But
bigger picture. But fighting over a man, it's not happening.
mm-mm.
First of all,
The only way I'll do that is I'm not just gonna like start something. Now, if the drama's brought to me, I'm gonna walk away. But only way is if you hit me first.
I don't
Then
even.
yeah.
The thing for me is, I don't like. I feel like if you get in my face, if you right here up on me, if I feel threatened, like you about to, then that's it. Like, I just feel like, you know, now being older, you got to think about all the things that you have to lose. Like, am I willing
Mm-hmm.
to put myself in a position for this man whoever the fuck this bitch is, trying to like fight me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you really have
Mm-hmm.
to think about, okay, I got a business, I'm gonna have to sit in jail, I'm gonna have to do this, all that. Like, you think about everything instead of when we were younger, just popping off like, oh yeah, like she said something stupid to me, okay, let's fight.
Yeah,
You
you
know?
got shit to lose. Now we order, so we do. So you gotta, tread lightly. But I'm trying to work
Do
on it still. I'm be a hothead sometimes, but just don't disrespect my baby, and we cool. Don't disrespect me. We cool. And
exactly.
don't be coming to my house trying to throw bricks or key my car or something like that, because then I'm gonna have to really whip your ass.
Girl, did you know that I'm not even gonna say their names, but I remember who it was. But I started talking to some guy in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
can't I can't even tell, I can't even explain who it is right now without you
I
like,
know him though, right?
you know him.
Okay.
It was somebody who I liked throughout the whole high school years. He ain't shit now. He a bum now.
Girl, that's all
Once
you
it,
had to say.
okay.
I'm
But
checking.
somebody egged my house because, and I remember who they was. They egged my house because I started talking to him.
I ain't got time
And
for
I
that
remember
shit.
my cousin, or they were trying to egg my house or something, and my cousin, and at the time, I hadn't been in a fight yet. I
Mm-hmm.
hadn't been in a fight ever. So I remember my cousin, she was living with us at the time. She was like, "You gonna go outside and fight these bitches because this is not." And in my mind, I'm like, no, you know. So my mom came home. I want to say she cussed me out. I don't know, but I remember
You
we
got
were
these people coming to my house throwing eggs.
exactly, and it was all because I started talking to this one guy. And I remember the next day, I had ended up getting into my first fight ever, and it was just that was it from there. I was like, who is it?
The girl
It was over
or the
Latia. Latia. I was fighting because of Latia. I know that for a fact. But point of the story is these women, they get jealous when
they
it
gotta
comes
let
to,
that hurt go.
let it go. I'm sorry that, I'm not saying that you're not shit, but you know, you ain't me. So it is what it is. So, well, I think it was great today.
I
Today,
know.
today we were flowing. The time just passed and we already been on here for 54 minutes. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so with everything being said, with this episode being called For the Love or Money,
You gonna do it out of love? Or you gonna do it for money? Or you gonna do it for both? You know, I'm gonna do it for love, but I got one more try,
why did
one
I
more
just think
time.
about Ooh, why did I just think about Flavor Flav? I really think you hear from me. I really think that you
Why are you here for me, Flav? I know you for 3 days, and I love you. It's like you're my soulmate. I know everything about you. I used to watch you on TV, Flav. I'm here for you. Give me a chain. I think she's the one. Like what? But
Yeah. Yeah. So for me, obviously for the love, obviously. But
you got to come with some
you
more than
gotta have
just that,
some.
because it ain't gonna take just love to keep me. Because I like to do shit. And I reciprocate energy. I'm not no gold digger. I want you to be like, damn, this bitch shallow as fuck. Like I reciprocate energy. I'm a very giving person. And that was another thing. I was in a situation once where I gave. And the same guy who asked me to pay one of his bills, which I did not do, he didn't give shit, like nothing. I would fork out every time we go somewhere, I got to reach down in my I'm saying that wrong. Got to reach down in my purse to pay your way in your homeboy's way. And sometimes your cousin's way. And I would never do that again. Just because I'm like, oh, okay, well, they're not in a good situation. Like, as your girl, I got you. No, I
Right.
don't. So I'll do
Honestly,
it for love, but it gotta be more than just love.
yeah. Like if we done been together for a while, like I know that you got me. Like there's no doubt in my mind that you are gonna hold your end. Then
Mm-hmm.
if you in a situation, now while we dating, but we got to be in it to win it. Like, because if you ask me for something, we dating, like, you just gonna mess up the whole relationship. Because I'm gonna look at you like, oh no, this nigga done asked me for son. Like, this nigga done asked me for son.
I remember we was at the grocery store one day. It was time to pay, and this man got on his phone and walked off like he was just scrolling through something. I was just like, if you,
Excuse me.
he was the main one throwing stuff in the cart. I was just like, yeah,
I could
no,
just see you smiling, like,
girl. I was like, the fuck. I was so mad.
all right, well, let everybody know where they can find you, where you at, what's your everything.
So you could find me on Instagram __ simply fucking gorgeous. Facebook, Shaveria Barnett. And if you're on Snapchat, because I'll be posting mostly on there, it's just simply fucking C. My name will be in the description, and so will Nay. So tell them where they can find you at.
Nay, aka Beautiful Miss Nay, aka Nay's Way. You can find me on YouTube at Nay's Way. You can find me on TikTok at Beautiful Miss Nay. My Instagram, as far as Facebook and all that, like that's no. I don't use none of that. So find me on Instagram, Beautiful Miss Nay. Find me on TikTok, Beautiful Miss Nay. Also follow my business page. I do offer I sell
Damn, giving me a social. Why you at it?
what you mean?
No, it's a joke. Because you're just giving out all these pages and stuff. So
Oh
I'm just
yeah,
like, give
girl.
me a
you
social.
know, you know. But follow me on Instagram. I also have a business page where I sell sea moss, yoni steams,
And it's
soap,
really good.
scrubs, waist trainers, everything health and fitness. So if you're interested, I will have all those links down below. With all that being said, thank you guys for tuning in with us. We will see you next week. Just tune, just keep.
Tune in. It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. We don't know. We don't know yet.
When we know, you'll know.
Yes. So see you guys next week, same time, 5 p.m. Pacific. We will be here live.
Waiting for y'all to chime in. For those who did chime in today, thank you for your questions, your input. We appreciate it. Yeah, hope to see y'all again next Sunday. That's
That's
all
it.
I
See you guys next week.
got.